Sometimes the biggest, most powerful lessons don't come from heavy textbooks or long lectures. Nope, they're often hidden in the simplest of stories. Today, we're going to crack open an ancient fable about one very clever bird to uncover 3 secrets that are surprisingly perfect for our modern lives.
I mean, that's a pretty big claim, isn't it? The idea that just 3 simple rules could actually shift your whole perspective on everything? Well, this story says they can. So let's dive in and see for ourselves.
All right, so our story kicks off in this huge forest, and it's all about 2 characters whose paths are about to cross, setting up a lesson that really sticks with you. A little bird, full of joy, and a hunter who only sees a price tag.
So, picture this. Deep in a forest, there's this little bird, and her music just makes the whole place feel alive. She's basically the definition of pure joy. But that piece is about to get broken. A hunter shows up, and where everyone else hears a beautiful song, he just hears the sound of money.
And boom, just like that, with one single thought, driven purely by greed, the hunter makes his move. He throws his net, and just like that, the singing stops. The little bird is caught. His goal? Super simple, turn this beautiful creature into cash. Now, trapped in a net, you'd think the bird would freak out, right? I mean, who wouldn't? But nope, she keeps her cool. She gets that struggling is pointless. Her only way out is to use her wits. It's time to make a deal.
And what a deal it is! She makes an offer that speaks directly to the hunter's greed, something he just can't refuse. It's absolutely brilliant. She's not just offering a song, she's promising secrets to make him rich. That's a way bigger prize than what he'd get for one tiny bird.
And of course the hunter, totally blinded by the promise of easy riches, falls for it, hook, line, and sinker. He lets the bird go, rubbing his hands together waiting for his big payday. He thinks he's just made the deal of a lifetime, but he has no idea he's just been completely outsmarted. Okay, just a real quick stop to look at a few words from the story. It'll help everything make sense. So, with that covered, the bird is now free, and it's time for the hunter to collect his so-called reward.
So, the bird flies up to a high branch, safely out of reach, and gets ready to deliver her end of the bargain. And this is the moment we've all been waiting for. These are the 3 rules of wisdom that are the real treasure in this whole story. Okay, here they are. Secret number 1, don't believe foolish promises. Secret number 2, don't regret what's already gone. And secret number 3, think before you act. They seem almost too simple, don't they? But as our hunter is about to show us, there's a huge difference between hearing some good advice and actually using it. So, the bird just handed the hunter the keys to the kingdom, but does he even know what to do with them? This is the real test. And what happens next is honestly a perfect masterclass in how not to use wisdom. And the hunter's reaction? Oh, it's immediate. There's no pause, no moment of reflection. He just explodes with anger, screaming that he's been cheated. You see, he heard the words, all right, but the meaning just flew right over his head.
Let's break this down. His first failure is just, wow. Secret number 1 was basically a giant mirror held up to his face. Don't believe foolish promises. Well, what did he just do? He believed a foolish promise from a tiny bird. The test had literally just started, and he already failed.
And then, bam, he fails the second test. Don't regret what is gone. The bird is free, that's a fact. It's in the past. But what does a hunter do? He's instantly drowning in regret, totally obsessed with a decision he made just a few seconds ago.
And for the trifecta, secret number 3, think before you act. The hunter does the exact opposite. He runs on pure, raw emotion, shouting, accusing, letting his anger completely take over. In one single tantrum, he breaks all 3 rules. It's almost impressive.
And the bird's final line just drives the point home perfectly. You forgot all 3 secrets already? The hunter was given the secrets, but he never actually owned them. Because you see, wisdom isn't just about hearing a rule, it's about living it. And in that department, the hunter failed completely.
Okay, so a story about a bird and a hunter. Great. But what does that have to do with us here today? Well, this story isn't really about them. It's a mirror. So let's talk about how to connect these ancient secrets to our own very modern lives.
So here's the real moral of the story, the big takeaway. This fable is a powerful reminder that just knowing something isn't the same as wisdom.
True wisdom is when you actually apply what you know, especially in those tough moments when your emotions, like greed or anger or regret, are screaming at you to do the exact opposite. So, how do we make sure we're not the hunter? Well, first, we start to question those get-rich-quick schemes we see everywhere, or even the unrealistic promises we make to ourselves. Second, we have to actually practice letting go of that project that didn't work out, or that dumb thing we said that we keep replaying in our heads. And third, and this one is huge, we build that little space, that pause between feeling an emotion and acting on it. That's the pause before you send that angry text or jump to a conclusion.
And that brings us right to the end. The hunter, well, he walked away with absolutely nothing. But we get to walk away with these 3 really powerful tools. So, I'll leave you with this to chew on. Which one of these simple, ancient secrets do you need the most in your life right now? Because the one you choose to start with, that could be the one that changes everything for you.